Hello, this is Margie with my YouTube 912, a home for my many hats, and I'm coming out this morning to check on my garden. Remember, this is my first year attempt, so we're just going to check on things. We have had a lot of rain here, so this tomato that I told you that started in this container, it kind of drifted here, I'm guessing, because I don't recall actually planting it in this container. There's actually 2 or 3 tomato plants here. If you'll notice, I'm going to try to get close enough to touch it. This one here, this is a smaller one. But if you notice where that's, see that stem? Follow it up. This is my big one. And from what I see that little bitty tomato. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it or not because I can't see the screen. There's a little tomato growing there. These are those tomatoes that never got transplanted. I think I'm just going to see what's going to happen there. I may pull some out if I can get some time out here without the baby. My potatoes, they were growing up, so I added some soil and pulled the bag up, so they're doing really well. Keep going around and see, I'm seeing blooms on these blooms there. I see several of them have blooms getting ready to start, so that's great. Of all of these that we put around this area here, you know what, I think that we have inadvertently either stepped on these onions, or, which I might have just done. Darn, I don't know how that's gonna, maybe that won't hurt it. So each of these I see blooms coming, but see this little one right there? Can you see it? Whew. The light is really bright, so I can't tell. There's a small plant right there, and it didn't do very well as compared to everybody else. This is another little planter, and I see blooms on these tomatoes as well. Of course, there's basil planted in along with it. Okay, and then we come back over, and here's my cucumbers. And let me tell you what happened with this. You know, I have this on a fence. The fence is not dug into the planter. It was sitting in there, but it was wedged in between those PVC pipes. So I thought it was in there pretty strong, but whenever we had the rain, there was a lot of gusting wind, and it pushed it over, and so it came over this way onto the ground and was just laying out. And I was really concerned because the plants are planted on this side of the fence, so I thought maybe bending over like that, it might have, I've got something flying around my head, that it might have broken the stems, but I saw a couple of dead leaves, but I don't see very many, so if it did, it didn't do it very much. And I've added some bamboo. We're going to add some line to it for it to continue growing on up. It seems to be figuring that out by itself. And of course, here are more tomatoes. There's this tomato. It's growing out away from the cucumber, and I know that I need to get it supported, that it's not right now. I see there's a little tomato already growing on it. From this cucumber plant, I already have 2 cucumber that have come off of it, and I see some hanging in there that are still growing. So These tomato plants are, I see some blooms on one, and yeah, there's some blooms on this one too, and this one. So very good. The carrots are right here. I see some, I see some mushrooms growing in there. And this is another one of those tomatoes that I have no idea how it got there, and it's growing kind of like a vine. And there are some blooms coming on to it too. And then these are tomatoes. I see blooms here. And I saw, I think, a tomato on one of these yesterday. I can't remember, but it obviously would be green and would be hard for you to see right now. So I have a plan for how I'm going to support these. I don't know if it'll be a successful plan, but we shall see. I have these critters here. Let's see if you can see them. Can you see them? Let me try to sharpen. Whew, there they are. Yeah, they're some kind of leaf-footed nymph, I think is what they call them. And I think they're the ones that are eating the leaves. I have some of the, I don't know how to pronounce it, Dia something other earth on the plants, but apparently that one area right there, there's not any because they're enjoying it. It's their vacation, I guess. They better enjoy it because I'm gonna get some on it. So anyway, that's how things are going. I see lots and lots of blooms. Lots and lots of blooms. This year was my test year. Any fruit that comes from this, I'm going to be very thankful for. But considering the fact I have never been successful with planting anything, just the fact that I've grown something is exciting to me. So I definitely want to try to help it get as far as it can go. From what you see here, other than staking up the tomatoes, I know I need to do something with that. But aside from that, if you see something that I have missed that you think I should try, please leave a comment for me and let me know. I would really appreciate any suggestions that you may have, and we will keep you updated on how things are going in my little first year garden. Again, I thank you for watching and for following my channel. Thanks. Bye-bye.